The modern internet offers previously unimaginable reach. An independent developer can write code in a bedroom, hit upload, and find a global audience in seconds. But in 2023, that process hit a new requirement. Both Google and Apple began strictly enforcing a rule for organizational accounts. You cannot publish without a specific 9-digit code called a DUNS number. For many small creators, this felt like a new security protocol designed for the age of cloud computing and encrypted data. In reality, the requirement has nothing to do with modern software. It is a legacy corporate registry managed by an American data company called Dun & Bradstreet. This system was actually launched in 1963, decades before the existence of the App Store or the public internet. It creates a strange paradox. Some of the most advanced digital distribution networks ever built are currently gated by a registry from the era of mechanical typewriters. Why these platforms revived such a vintage system reveals how tech companies now verify that a digital organization has a physical footprint. The problem for a tech giant is one of scale. Before Apple or Google can allow a company to process payments globally, they have to verify that the business actually exists in the physical world. In Japan, for instance, the government uses a corporate number to track domestic businesses for tax purposes. In the United States, the IRS uses the Employer Identification Number, or EIN, to do the same thing. In Europe, the system shifts again, relying on VAT numbers that vary across different member states. For a platform managing millions of developers across nearly 200 countries, manually reviewing thousands of different document types in dozens of languages creates a massive logistical burden. Google and Apple needed a way to verify entities that didn't rely on navigating the specific laws of every individual nation. They turned to the DUNS system because it operates as a private, global standard. The number acts as a single identifying record that standardizes messy, decentralized data into a consistent format. Think about how a single business name might be recorded. One person might type Modaquam, another uses all caps, Modaquam, and a third might write it in Japanese characters as Modakyum. By assigning all these variations to one 9-digit code, the database can instantly recognize that every one of these entries refers to the exact same legal entity. This identifier is entirely separate from domestic government IDs. It doesn't replace a Japanese My Number or a US Social Security number. It also isn't a measure of financial success. Having a number doesn't mean a company is profitable. It simply means that Dun & Bradstreet has verified that the business has a specific physical location. The system takes the inconsistent details of physical geography and converts them into a searchable digital record. This brings us back to the individual developer, who finally secures their 9-digit code and submits it to a platform like Apple. Even with a DUNS number, there is a final hurdle. Apple often refuses to recognize sole proprietors as organizations, even if they have a valid corporate registry number. These creators are often pushed back into personal accounts, showing that while the number is a global standard, the tech platforms still set final rules for who is allowed to operate as a business. This 60-year-old system persists because digital commerce cannot operate in a vacuum. Every app, no matter how virtual it seems, eventually has to be linked to a person at a desk in the physical world. The DUNS number is the requirement that ties a digital storefront to a verifiable street address. As the digital economy continues to scale, platforms are increasingly demanding a verifiable trail back to a physical reality.